Hello, welcome to PlainView, the Plain Language Academy interview series. I'm Kate Harrison Whiteside with the Academy, and today I'm talking with Alexandra Devendra from Devendra.design in Portland, Oregon. And Alexandra specializes in legal design. So I wanted to find out a bit more. I asked her to explain what legal design is, how she integrates plain language into the legal design, and give us some examples of how she applies it for her legal and nonprofit clients. So I'll turn it over to you, Alexandra. Thank you.
Yes, I think that's a great place to start because it is a relatively new term. When I use the term legal design, what I mean is simply taking principles from other design disciplines and applying them in the legal context. So if we're talking about legal documents, we can draw on typography and other graphic design or visual communication design principles. But it can also be a lot broader than that, and we can look to disciplines like design thinking and organizational design to rethink how law firms and other legal organizations operate. Yes, I think the two really go hand in hand because the law is so verbocentric. If you look at legal documents or a legal textbook, even compared to other disciplines, it's very much text-based. There's very little in the way of illustrations or other visual elements. And so really the writing is at the core of any legal document. And even if I'm given a document and I'm trying to use typography or other graphic design ideas to improve the layout and the readability, there's only so much you can do if the text you're given to start with isn't readable and user-friendly. So that's where I think the plain language principles around, communicating clearly to the reader and giving them the information they need makes so much sense, and that's really the foundation of any good legal document. Yes, legal design really could be applied to any sort of legal document. So the first thing that might come to mind is litigation documents, pleadings and briefs that are filed with the court. And that's certainly an area I'm interested in, and it's a passion of mine. But it can equally be applied to other types of documents that lawyers write, such as wills or contracts. And those types of documents often have a very kind of traditional way of looking, and people think they have to look intimidating and be hard to read, but in reality there's a lot we could do to improve the readability of those as well. And then kind of moving forward to the 21st century, we have a lot of web-based content now, and there's a lot that can be done with both writing and design to improve the readability of text on the web, and also make sure that it's formatted appropriately for mobile devices and things of that nature. That's really what I do a lot with my legal tech clients, is make sure we're producing content that's easily digestible by the public who might be looking for a quick legal answer online. Yes, so earlier this year, President Trump issued his executive order on travel, and there were several lawsuits in response to that, and one of those lawsuits resulted in a temporary restraining order, putting a stay on the executive order. And there was a lot of interest in the public. I saw a lot of people talking about it on social media, and I went to go read the order myself, and I realized that it really was kind of intimidating and hard for non-lawyers to read and understand, just because it was in this really traditional format that is somewhat incomprehensible unless you're an attorney and you're used to things like that. So I took that document and I changed the page layout and I changed the typography to make it a little more user-friendly and a little less intimidating. And I posted the before and after on my website, and that post generated a lot of interest as well. I think people were surprised at how such small tweaks in how the document is presented can really affect how readable and understandable it is.
Thank you, Alexandra. That's excellent. I have a much clearer picture of what it is that you do now. Alexandra, if somebody wants to find you on the internet, where should they go?
You can find me on the web at www.Devendra.design, and I'm also on Twitter at Alix Devendra. That's ALIX Devendra.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. I really appreciate your time.
And thanks to you, Kate, for having me on.
And if you want to find out more about the Plain Language Academy, its courses, special offers, and links to these videos, please visit PlainLanguageAcademy.com.